Thank you very much, Lisa, and thank you all for coming. David will join me in a minute. Let me first describe the flow of today. We will begin with a simple ceremony we call the Ceremony of Fortifying Qualities, where there will be an opportunity for us to bring a few voices to simply name a quality that you want to presence and to nurture here, so that this quality can be with you in the days to come. And then David and I will begin with an introductory conversation about what did we mean when we said the post-guru quest. What is that about? Was that simply a provocation to get people's attention, or there was much more to it? And the answer is yes, there is more to it. And specifically, what does it mean? What was the job of the guru and wisdom traditions and mystery schools throughout the ages? And what is it that is changing and ending now? And what will be perennially true into the future? And that will simply be a context to then embark on a shared exploration into the inquiry of the three lives. Life one is the life of survival that keeps us going. Life two is the life that encourages learning and growth. And life three is the life of purpose, the life of spiritual awareness. And we will bring your voices in the exploration when we ask what energizes each of these three lives. What is some of the knowledge and what are some of the inquiries that naturally arise in each of these three lives? And then when we explore what are the intuitions and what are the virtues appreciated in these three lives, and then towards the end offer a simple practice whereby we can actually evaluate each one of us for ourselves. Where are we with those three lives? And if time permits, we might even do a bit of free flowing coaching, because David and I, that's what we do for a living. Coaching and helping people navigate effectively their three lives. So before I even invite us into this simple ceremony, the Ceremony of Fortifying Qualities, I'm called to say something on the front end, which is that this event was set a few months ago. And then last weekend, last Saturday, the world turned upside down for some of us, for myself and for some of our friends from Israel here. And I'm called to simply say the following, which is that the first betrayal, the first injurious act, is not the pain that one man inflicts on another man. That is not the first injurious act. That's not the first betrayal. The first betrayal, the first injurious act, the first crime, if there is one, is a forgetfulness of what we humans are, what human life represents. The loss of the memory, the loss of the living, intuitive knowing that what we humans are, we are not here seeking spiritual experience. It's the other way around. We are actually spirit beings, originated from the highest place in the creational act, because of that, we show up here in this life for a dual purpose. A purpose of our own evolution and what we are each here to discover, to learn, to unlock as possibility. And the second purpose where we engage all of us in the human project. Human project which is centered on the emancipation of conscious life in the universe. And the premise in me choosing to reverse the flow of today and in a way begin with Life 3, which David and I were going to open up and share this awareness, is that when we are grounded in this awareness, not as a concept, not as a philosophy, not as a theology, not as a Christian theology, not as a Jewish theology, not as a Islamic theology, none of those great faith. When we are anchored deep inside in the intuitive knowing, even if we don't have the complete language and are not able to formulate this insight in the most comprehensive way, we simply are based and grounded in the deepest realization and feeling and sentiments that this is what human life is about, that human life is an expression. We are each here as a manifestation in the human model, in the carnal realm, not seeking the spiritual experience, but showing up here as a spirit being to gather the experience of this life as a learning and development, and thereby to further unlock the emancipation of conscious life. When we do that, when we are grounded in that knowing, we cannot hurt each other. When we hurt each other, it's either when we forget that, or when we encounter the edge of our development and we discover that there is an outage and there is an opportunity for us to become a little more skilled and graceful in the way we act with each other. So that much I wanted to say as an opening in respect of what is happening in our world. Now, to ease us into the ceremony where we're going to invite a few of your voices to simply name one quality that you want to presence, you want to name, such that we can bring life to this quality when we are here together, and such that it can be with you for the coming days. To ease us into this, let me describe a little moment that occurred here when I just arrived I'm now in our Florida home. We live on the two sides of the continent, and I arrived here a week ago. And the second night after I arrived, I was standing out in the patio and I saw hair again. I saw hair again is the female deer that was injured. Now the story of that goes back 12 years when I for the first time observed an injured female deer, not here, but on the other side of the continent, because we have deer roaming the area both here and in the Pacific Northwest. And the first time I saw the injured deer, female deer in the Pacific Northwest, she was pregnant. And I wondered, how long will she survive? Then I kept seeing her every year, and every season she will show up with new young deers around her. And I marveled at the fact that she was able to survive. And she introduced me, or her presence rather introduced me into a deep contemplation that has been with me for year after year, every season when I saw her again. Because clearly she was communicating to my consciousness, to my awareness, that evolution was not a story of the survival of the fittest, because she was not the fittest. But something about her survived. And so I've seen her for 9 years And then I stopped seeing her, and I don't know if she just got too old or she did not make it. But that same year was the year I saw a female deer here in the other side of the continent. There's no way she took a Delta or an Alaska flight from one side of the continent to the other. And this one was actually injured even more and was struggling to walk. And again, said, how is she going to survive? How is it possible? And so when I arrived here this week and I saw her again, just 24 hours after I arrived, I experienced a warm wave opening my chest. Just a tremendous sense of relief and a bit of a teary eye, because once again I was grounded in the deepest realization that story of evolution, friends, is not the story of the survival of the fittest. Nature preserves, evolution preserves many different qualities. Look at us. We are not the fittest, and we survived. There are each one of us. We've had a moment during our life where we reached the end of our rope, and we thought we will not be able to pick ourselves up, and we did. We picked ourselves up, and we have not given up on ourselves, and something else has not given up on ourselves, on us. And so there is this recognition that whether you give yourself that credence or not, you are a carrier of some capacity, some character, a virtue, some quality that is an important part of the mosaic of life, or else we would not be here. So what I gleaned from that female deer was a sense of persistent courage. And so I would name persistent courage as the first quality in this fortifying of qualities. I'm not asking you to each tell a story. I use this story to relax us all into the collective space. I will go quiet for a moment and invite that you simply, some of us, name a quality, and we'll bring a few voices and then pick it up. So please, Sophia.
Yes, hello everybody, it's nice to be here. One frequency I'd like to uphold for myself these days, and in this kind of gatherings, is companionship and friendship to other human beings, which I believe is so much needed these days all around the globe.
Thank you. Please, Susan.
Yes. The quality that I would like to add is the quality of patience, to trust that the world will find its way, and we need to have patience with the world, that it will know what to do and it will move forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Susan. Please, Rita.
I wanted to bring forward the quality of value with many facets: value for the design that we live in, value for the planet that we live within as well in its atmosphere, value for other humans, and value for what I believe to be a very benign and intelligent universe.
Thank you. Thank you, Rita. Please, Liz.
Well, I know this is going to sound redundant, but the word that popped up was fortitude, to fortify fortitude. But I didn't really know what fortitude meant, so I looked it up. And it means the courage to endure excess pain. The courage to endure where there's excessive pain. And I thought, that's deep enough that I can draw on the well where courage and endurance during a time where it's easy enough to feel like we're being knocked down. So it's fortitude.
Thank you. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Please, Noam.
The whole human, we are brothers and sisters. and we came from the same source and from the same rhythm.
Thank you. Thank you, Noam. Please, Maria.
Yes, hi everyone. I would like to bring forth self-healing and the thought that remind ourselves that there is self-healing present all the time in our lives and in humans and in all of living species.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Please, Chris.
I would bring forward the quality of care. It holds a gentle strength and a detachment from the heat that can so easily overcome. It holds a great deal and even a listening for the needs of other things, not only what may present in the immediate moment.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Please, Perry.
I want to highlight the quality of reasonableness, of taking the time to stay in what is real and to give yourself that same reasonableness in yourself, towards yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Perry. Please, Esmeralda.
Yes, hello everyone. I would like to offer into this inner strength, because in the contradiction of what has gone on the last week, I feel in myself an inner strength that has been growing this week. So this is what I would offer.
Thank you. Thank you, Esmeralda. Please, Ifigenia.
Hello, everyone. I would like to bring the quality of empathy to one another. I think it's very important nowadays. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ifigenia. Please, Kyriaki.
It's good to be here with everyone. I would like to stand for neutrality, sanity, peace of mind, and a protective stance to all that is fine and innocent.
Thank you. Thank you, Kyriaki. So we will complete this round with Perry, with Martin, Perry, and then with Rivka, please.
I'd like to radiate the quality of hope, which entails climbing to the top of a hill above the fog, beaconing a light of hope, which is a bridge into the future, a bridge into the not yet appeared, a bridge into the undiscovered self, and is unfettered unto itself.
Thank you. Thank you, Martin.
Hello, everyone. I would like to highlight the quality of kindness, and if we can, like to encourage all of us to nourish this kindness against all the corrosiveness that is happening now.
Thank you. Thank you, Rivka. So let us all hold these qualities and virtues in our minds and in our intention and mindfulness and meditation, and cultivate it in our collective presence here, such that we can carry from today these qualities to the rest of today and the coming week. And with that,